Very good morning, students. Today we will study business studies of class 11, chapter 2, forms of business organizations. Okay? Whatever we will study today, after the studying, we, we will be able to understand the meaning of forms of business organization, meaning, features, merits and limitation of sole proprietorship. Okay? You know very well, in the ancient times, business was conducted on a small scale and therefore sole trade was the most popular form of business organization. Gradually, with the advancement of civilization and the corresponding increases in the human needs, business is now being done on a large scale. This large scale of business is resulted in many problems such as capital, management, responsibility and so on. Similarly, government interference is being felt in the business of public interest. The solution of these problems gave birth to various forms of organized business organizations. Okay? Meaning of forms of business organization. We can say the forms of business organizations are related with the ownership, and ownership is a legal concept which determines the authority and responsibility of the owners. The authority and responsibility of the owners keep on changing along with the changing forms of ownership. The forms of business organization are those legal forms according to which business is organized and run. Hence, the legal form of business organization is called the form of business organization. After this, the observation is important. The form of business organization determines its external existence and the other parties recognize it through this existence. Now we will come to the forms of business organization. Some business is managed by a single individual. Some business is managed by many people collectively in the form of partnership. While some business is run in the form of joint stock companies. Not only this, some business is run in the private sector while others are in the public sector and managed by the government. And still some are run in the joint sector. By the following this chart, we will be able to understand the different forms of business organization. Forms of business organization can be divided in three parts: private sector, public sector and joint sector. Private sector is divided furtherly in two parts: non-incorporated, incorporated. Now the non-incorporated divided into four parts: sole proprietorship, joint into family business, partnership and joint venture. Public sector is divided into two parts: non-incorporated, incorporated. Non-incorporated departmental undertakings. Incorporated divided into two parts: public corporation, government companies. Joint sector is individually itself. So we will discuss all these forms of the business, entire forms of the business one by one. First we will discuss under the head of private sector, non-corporated business. First, sole proprietorship. Firstly we will discuss about the sole proprietorship. Okay. Sole trade is the oldest form of business organization. All the present day forms of business organization are the developed forms of this system. This is popular not only in India but in foreign countries also. With the passage of time, human needs increase, civilization developed, and the form of business organization also underwent a change. Gradually, the individual efforts changed into collective effort, which came to be known as partnership, company, etc. Now, we will understand what is the meaning of sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship, sole trade is that form of business which is established by a single individual. Okay, students, I hope whatever we have discussed on, you will be able to understand. Okay, sole trade means a form of business which is established by single individual who invests the necessary capital into the business, who manages and directs it himself by using his ingenuity, his capability, and is himself responsible for the profit and loss had in his business. Such kind of businessman is known as sole trader or sole proprietor. Okay, and such trade is known as sole trade. Clear? It is very important to understand that the sole trade does not mean that a single individual directs all the activities of the business and cannot take the help of other persons. This concept of the business organization only points towards his ownership. So a sole trader can take the help of other persons. Okay? In his business, appoints employees, but the final responsibility lies on the sole trader alone. Reason why? He is the sole investor in his business. He is the sole proprietor of the business. The other major things is related to the capital. In sole trade, the capital is invested by one individual, which means that nobody else can be partner in the capital, but there is no bar in getting the necessary finance in the form of loan from the other sources or other people. Okay, so we will define definition of the sole proprietorship. By the discussing, we can ascertain the definition of the sole proprietorship is sole proprietorship refers to that form of business organization which is owned by a single individual who is solely responsible for its management and receives all the profits and losses. ओके, सोल का हम कह सकते हैं कि सोल प्रोप्राइटरशिप वह बिजनेस है, वह फॉर्म ऑफ बिजनेस है जिस बिजनेस में, जिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में एक सिंगल इंडिविजुअल पर्सन जो होता है वह पूरा रिस्पॉन्सिबल होता है. ही इज द इन्वेस्टर ऑफ द कैपिटल इन द बिजनेस एंड who manage the business, and after investing the proper amount in the business he receives all the profits and losses. According to the John A. Shubin, he defines under the sole proprietorship form of organization a single individual organizes, has title to and operates the business in his own name. Okay? So, after discussing the definition of sole proprietorship, from this definition of sole proprietorship, you can ascertain the features of sole proprietorship. Okay, firstly, individual ownership. Okay, individual ownership. First point is individual ownership. In the definition, which is owned by a single individual. Okay, individual ownership. Individual ownership means it's the first an important characteristic of sole proprietorship is that it is owned by one individual, which means that he is the sole owner of the assets and resources of the business. Okay, next one, solely responsible for its management means you can say the sole management. Sole management means उसका एकांकी निर्णय होता है, उसका एकाधिकार होता है. In the sole trade, the owner performs the function of management, but with the increase in the size and volume of the business, he can appoint managers. It is important to note that he alone is responsible for the actions of the manager. Okay, next heading is unlimited liability. Unlimited liabilities means होता है दायित्व. Okay, the liability of the sole trader can be more than the capital invested. By this point we can say the investor, the sole proprietor who invests the money in the business, his liability is more than his investment. We can say if there is a loss in the business, with the help of he is able, if he is not able to pay the debt of the business, at that time his private property can be sold out to pay out his debt, or he can be bankrupt and held the personal responsible for the payment of the debt of the business. Next point is freedom in sole selection of business. Freedom in selection of business. A sole trader can select any trade as per his will, as per their choice. The selection of trade from among the many other forms can be made with the suggestions of many people. In this way, we can say, in the absence of any pressure from other people, he can select any business as per his wish and can make any change in it in future if needed to be. Okay, next one is secrecy. Secrecy means gopniyata. There is another speciality of the sole trader, which is not found in any other form of business organization. That is the secrecy. The information about all the important matters of the business, concerning business, rest only with the owner, and no outside party can take any undue advantage out of it. हम ये कह सकते हैं कि इसके अंदर गोपनीयता होती है, क्योंकि जो इन्वेस्टर होता है, जो प्रोप्राइटर होता है, ही इज ओनली बायर एंड सेलर. तो बिजनेस का जो भी ड्यूज है, अनड्यूज है, उन सारी चीज़ों को वो प्रोप्राइटर ही जानता है. अदर पार्टी कोई जो है उस चीज़ को नहीं जानता है, इसलिए उसको कोई अदर वेज में नहीं ले जा सकता, उसका कोई नुकसान नहीं कर सकता है. जो भी चीज़ें हैं वह उस प्रोप्राइटर के साथ ही रहती हैं, जब तक रहती हैं तब तक, जब तक वो उसको डिस्क्लोज किसी से नहीं करता है. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज नो सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी ऑफ द बिजनेस. In this form of business organization, business and the businessman are not considered separately, which means that the business has no separate existence or entity from that of the businessman. All the assets and liabilities of the business are that of the businessman, hence he alone will be responsible for all the trade activities and not the trade itself. हम लोग ये कह सकते हैं कि बिजनेसमैन और बिजनेस दोनों एक होते हैं, दोनों दो नहीं हैं, उनकी कोई लीगल एंटिटी नहीं है. अगर बिजनेसमैन, सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी उस बिजनेसमैन की है, न कि बिजनेस की है. इटसेल्फ बिजनेस का कोई नहीं है. सारा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो भी एसेट्स हैं, लायबिलिटीज हैं, सारी चीजें उस बिजनेसमैन की होती है. इसलिए हम कह सकते हैं कि नो सेपरेट लीगल एंटिटी ऑफ द बिजनेस. बिजनेसमैन और बिजनेस दोनों एक नहीं है, दोनों एक ही माने जाते हैं. नेक्स्ट हेडिंग इज अनडिवाइडेड रिस्क. अनडिवाइडेड रिस्क, वी कैन से द प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस ऑफ द सोल ट्रेड आर रिलेटेड to the owner. He enjoys all the gains and bear all the losses. Okay, next one is suitable for some special forms of business. The sole proprietorship business, there are some special trades which requires individual attention and service and can only be started as a sole trade. For example, agriculture, the job of stitching, sweet making, bakery, parlor, etc. which require a greater individual services. Okay, boys, we will discuss today meaning of forms of business organization, different forms of business, sole proprietorship and features of sole proprietorship.